Hi, and welcome to Mechanical Keyboards Live. I'm your host, skiwithpete. Hidden under this giant pile of boxes. Look at all this cool stuff we got in from CoolerMaster. First off, we got the Master Keys S. This is the giveaway. Welcome to everybody who's in the stream today. Go into the About section. Go check out this week's giveaway. I'm going to give another shout out to that in a second. But look at the pile. The pile just keeps on going. All sorts of CoolerMaster stuff to check out today. Can't wait to get in there. But before I do, just want to say what's up to everybody. Mange HD is in the house. Hunter Ashforth is here. Dr. Doom Apple, what's going on? Welcome everybody. Hope you guys are having a good old time today. It's Friday here in New York City, where I'm broadcasting live. So be prepared for reality. If this is your first go round, hold on one sec. Got a call coming in. I got a missed call. I didn't go to it fast enough. Steffi is here. What's going on? Welcome all to the stream. Here we go. Let's kick things off just as fast as we can. Let me switch over to this view. All right. So here's the story as it goes from CoolerMaster. I got in touch with CoolerMaster when we were talking about keyboards. And I'm chatting back and forth with them. And I say, you know what? Yeah, your keyboard is the keyboard. It's the one that I recommend as the beginner board. What's the rest of your stuff like? It's a real question. It's like a genuine thing. I don't know. Like, what is the rest of their stuff like? So I asked. And they said, we'll send you a bunch of stuff and you can tell us what you think. So the first thing they sent was the G750M, which is a power supply. I'm going to do an unboxing of that later on in the show. I'm even going to install it in the show while I'm live streaming. That's going to be fun and exciting. The next thing after that they sent was this Master Pulse MH320. The Master Pulse MH320. This is a headset, like a stereo with a boom mic on it. I don't know if you can quite see that. It's kind of under the Master Pulse thing, but totally cool. Totally cool. So I'll do an unboxing of that in a minute. Plus, they also sent me 3 mice. The Master Mouse Pro L, which is a large mouse. That's what the L, I guess, is for. Then they also sent the MM, which I assume is Master Mouse. Oh, it is Master Mouse. This is the 530, which has a different shape. You can see it's got that little bulge here. And the MM Master Mouse MM520, which is a claw grip mouse. Wicked! Can't wait to show you guys all about that. Just one more thing before I get into it, though. I brought out the pen today for 2 reasons. One, love having a pen, but also so I can mark up my desk. Because the great news is we got 4K back. Check it out. On Action Cam, we're now in full 4K. Yeah, that's right. 4K here on Action Cam as well. Also on Solder Cam, even though we won't be using it today, this is now back to 4K. Oh, the focus is really bad on it. But that is also in full 4K. So 4K is working again. We got it up and running. Now we have just one camera left. Well, it's actually 2 cameras left that we've got to replace. But let's talk about this camera. Hi. This camera is still in 1080p. So I thought I would start a drive today to upgrade the last remaining camera that's in 1080p to 4K. So these Logitech Brios are $200. So I'm starting it here on the side here so you guys can see it. And already in the account from super chats and other donations into the account, we start out already with $30. So thank you very much to everybody who's already contributed to this. But want you guys to know that we're now building towards another 4K camera that's $200. And so every super chat that I get will count towards that number right there. Thank you again to everybody who has already contributed. I really definitely do appreciate it. And now we've got a new goal, a new thing in mind. But let's just say one more time, we've got 4K. If you haven't seen this before, turn your headphones down. Turn your headphones down. Because we're in 4K. Giovanni Mugerli is here. Red Phoenix, Crontru Luce, Victor Noel Corey Paz, which may be 4 people. It may just be 1. I don't know. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. We got 32 viewers up in the house. Don't forget, we're in full 4K. So remember to crank your resolution up to 4K if you have a monitor that supports it. If you don't, there's no real point in doing that. But, you know, you can go to 1440p or whatever. Fluorec, is the solder cam in 4K already? It is. It was just out of focus, though. Let's see if I can just make it focus just for one quick second so you can see it. Solder cam. That is in 4K there. That's better to focus on than the other bit. I won't be using solder cam in today's live stream, though. So there's just one camera. Actually, there's kind of 2. This one too. You here. This is not in 4K, but it doesn't really need to be. This is a 1080p camera, but inside 1080p, the biggest it needs to go is that big. That's at full 1080p. Huge. But I don't need to be that big. So this is actually 720p, which is pretty good too. All right. Anchorbait is here. What's going on, Anchorbait? So I'm going to start with the mice. And what I thought I would do is, I thought I would do all 3 of the mice at the same time so that we can do a little taste test. Now, I was looking to see if there was software, and I didn't actually get to the answer, but it looks like there is software. Let me just take a quick gander here. Download. Uh-oh. It looks like there might be Master Mouse software for everything. Err. Mice. Here. Products. Mice. Oh, okay. We'll get to that later then. You know what I'm doing? Just over here on the side, all that I'm doing is I'm just over on the CoolerMaster page and I'm just looking at the various mices. So there's this one, the Master Mouse Pro L. That's the one that I'm going to be looking at first. And then the 530 and then the 520. Although I could arrange them the way they're organized on the website here. Curious, what sensor does the Master Mouse Pro L use? I'm looking forward to telling you that. It doesn't say. I'm sure it says somewhere. Optical 3360 optical sensor. This one uses the 3360 optical, and this one uses the 3360 optical. Let's get in. Why don't we just wait a sec? You didn't see any of that because I'm not in this view. Okay. Tell you what. Why don't we get inside? Let's start the review right here. For those of you who haven't been around during a review before, this is the way I like to run it. I'm just going to talk to the camera like I'm filming one of my things, but you guys are here for the live stream, which is cool. You get to interact and ask questions. But as far as you're concerned, it's just like a video, essentially. So if I don't answer your questions right away, don't worry about it. But if you have a question and I haven't answered it, you might want to use this super chat to guarantee that I see it, because with super chat, you know I get to see it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Guys, it's Friday, and I had a work from home day at the office today, so I'm super pumped. I'm like, we're a little bit stir crazy, but love it. Ready? Here we go. Hi, everybody. I'm skiwithpete. Today we're taking a look at the Master Mouse series from CoolerMaster. CoolerMaster sent me these 3 mice through for review, and I thought what I would do is go through and take a look at them Let's start over here with the Master Mouse MM530, the Master Mouse MM520, and the Master Mouse Pro L. These mice are all a little bit different. Even though they all have RGB, they're actually designed for different grips. As you can see, each different gripped mouse has very much the same sort of features. And at the time I'm recording this anyways, all of them cost exactly the same at $50 on Amazon. So the first one has the PixArt optical sensor 3360. The sensor on this one is the Avago 3360 optical. And the one on this one is the Avago 3360 optical IR sensor. So these two, the 520 and the Master L, actually have the same sensor. Just taking a look, there's 4 levels of DPI tracking. On this one, it goes from 100 to 12,000. This one, it goes from 100 to 12,000. And this one, it goes 400, 1,200, 4,000, 12,000. They all have the IPS tracking speed at the same at 250. All of them have a polling rate at 1 millisecond, 1,000 hertz. And they all have a USB 2 connector, even though this is the only one that mentions it. All right. Enough of this. Let's start getting inside. But just before I do, Steffi with SEK20, which I think is Swedish kroners, who said, here's a little something for your new camera. Thank you, Steffi. That's awesome. Really do appreciate it. What is 20... Alexa, how much is 20 Swedish kroners in US dollars?
I don't know that.
Okay, Google. How much is 20 Swedish kroners in US dollars?
20 Swedish kroner is approximately $2 United States dollars and 51 cents.
2 United States dollars and 51 cents. Let's crank this up to 32.50. 32.50. Thank you very much. Getting back to these, I'm told that the Avago 3360 optical sensor is amongst the best sensors that you can get. Can't wait to get inside with these things. Let's do it. Let's start with the MM530 first. $32 watching. Thanks to everybody. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. I need a knife to get into this. Y'all hold on one second. Okay, first thing to say on the outside is you'll notice that there's 3 lighting zones with 16.7 million colors. It's a palm grip gaming mouse with RGB illumination. This is the MM530. Around the back of the box there isn't much information. On the side you get a little bit of a view of the profile on that side and nothing on this side. Of course it's got that Velcro to get into it, so actually when you're at the store you can put your hand on it and see if you like the way it feels. Again, this one's a palm grip, so you're meant to hold it like that. And again, smart use of the cutout here so that I can get my hand all the way inside. Alright, let's pop inside and take a look. What am I doing? I'm going in this way. This way. Maybe I should do it this way. What? And then I punch the microphone. No, gotta come out this way. Have you tried Logitech's Roamer G switch? I have not. Victory in the palm of your hand. I wonder what the tagline on the claw grip one is going to be. I wonder if it'll be victory in the claw of your hand. No idea. Okay, first thing to say about this is it's got a giant cable. I'm going to say this is a 6-footer, maybe more. It's a big old cable. All right. Now the first thing to say is that this mouse is the MM530, and it has taken a page from our keyboard world. It is PBT plastic, so the grip feels real good. This is real nice here. This is definitely PBT. Okay, on the sides, I'm just going to switch over to Action Cam. So this is all PBT in here, but on the sides, you can see it's got kind of a rubbery side grip there. Let's check on the other side. It's got a rubbery side grip here too. All right. In terms of buttons, you're looking at left click, right click on the far side. There's the mouse wheel. Then there's up resolution, down resolution, or the other way around, up res, down res. That's up DPI, down DPI. Then you have the back and forward buttons, although I don't know which one is which. Okay. There's two things to judge a mouse on. One is how nice the click is. These are Omron switches. So they're rated for 20 million clicks. The click is very nice. Okay, the other thing I like to judge on is the click. Bunkerman77's up in the house. What's going on? The other thing I like to judge on is the click of the wheel and how affirmative that is. This is pretty good, actually. This is pretty nice. There's a nice geared clickiness happening here. Okay, next thing to do, let's plug it in. Okay, without any software run, what I'm going to do here is just switch over to the Super Chat plus selfie window. Okay, so all I'm doing right now is just moving this mouse around a little bit. And what I can tell you is it's moving pretty quickly for me at the moment. So it's pretty sensitive. Actually, you know what? I can do another one. Which one? This one's the window I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm moving the mouse around just a little. And you can see that it's moving pretty quickly across the page for only a small movement of my hand. I'm just going to press the up to see even more so. This is even faster moving, so the DPI is going up. And again, one more. Oh, I've gone to the bottom here, so now I've got big movements needed. Big movements are needed in order to get the resolution. Here we go, up one. This is probably where I would use my mouse. This is probably like everyday configuration stuff. Then this is highly sensitive. If you want very small motions to result in big things, or there's this, which is the highest level. You can see on the top screen here, I'm just barely moving it, and I'm going from edge to edge in my screen. Like I say, this second resolution is probably the one that I would use for everyday computing, just so I'm moving stuff around, but I definitely see the advantage to this one here. This is on a stainless steel desk, so the optical sensor is obviously good enough to be able to pick that up. And because we're looking at the 531st, let's just click on that and see what the download is like. Software. The software comes as a RAR file. Why you would do a RAR file, I don't really know. I can't currently open a RAR file. Well, never mind then. Huh. Cancel. I'll have to find something else shortly. I think 7-zip is free, right? I think so. Why don't I go get 7-zip then? Just waiting while it downloads here. I'll just be a second. Alright. Now I gotta go to my downloads. What was it called? CoolerMaster something? Master Mouse MM530. Huh. Painful, painful. So painful. Why doesn't 7-zip just work? 7-zip file manager. There we go. Oh, where's downloads? What? So painful. Finally. Here we go. CoolerMaster setup. Next. Next. Done. Okay. There's a CoolerMaster window that's loading. There you go. You can see all the configurations that you can make. Also, you can see the RGB that's happening, what we can do is probably change that. LED. It's actually not really having an effect. You can see every time I click to add an effect, it reloads the color. And you can see the color. Let me just switch over to Action Cam here. It's not actually changing. Oh, there it is. Now it's just changed. Just this second it changed. So that's pretty cool. All right. So that has been the CoolerMaster MM530. Let's move on to the 520. Now the difference between the 530 and the 520 is actually only the shape of the mouse. No, it isn't actually. That's not true at all. Same length, huge length of cable, same as, let's just put that off to the side here. Grab my magnetic pen there. All right, this mouse has a totally different shape. As you can see, this one on the left, the MM530 looks a lot more like a traditional mouse, while the MM520 has this extra bulb at the side. That's because this one is designed for the claw grip. Let me just show you here on Action Cam what a claw grip looks like. It's designed for this type of grip. It's not really for this type of grip. So this grip is like this. This grip is more like this. And the design of it is all built around that too. And you'll notice on the side here where this one has that soft rubber there, this one does not. It's hard plastic here. But it's still the PBT top coating. You'll also notice that this is a rocker button there, unlike what you get on the 530. But it does still have the back and forth buttons, the 2 clicks, and of course the center click. On the far side here, the other side of the mouse, it does indeed have that grippy for your pinky. Unlike the 530 only has the LED through here on these buttons and on the wheel. This one actually includes an LED around the back edge here like this. Obviously, while you're claw gripping, you want to be able to see that underneath. My initial impression is, while it feels really good, this one would have served from a pad along here too. I don't know why they didn't include one. But it's a pretty comfortable mouse. Let's plug it in and get going on it. Yeah, as you can see, it does have that band around the bottom there. That extra little bit. It has the same IMHO switches. Whoops. That's my everything camera. Hi, everything. As you can see, it has very much the same IMHO switches. You can hear there's a slight difference, though. Even though it has the same IMHO switches, just the design of this one, because it's open along the edge here, sounds different to this one, which has that closed edge along there. It's pretty comfortable, though. I gotta be honest. I probably hold my mouse like this pretty often. So even though these are only separated by one model number, right, the 5530 compared to the 5520, these are actually very different mice. Look at them. They're not really that similar at all. They look different. They're shaped differently. Even though they both have the PBT and they both have the same logo, you know that they're quite different. All right, let's go over and take a look at some of the software you need to get this thing working. Just need to refresh this. View. How does one refresh? Go up and you go back. There you go. Just doing the install process again. I know you can't see it right now, but oh, it didn't work. Oh yeah, there we go. You can see the current firmware and the firmware update are the same, so I'm good to press OK. And you can see there's that slightly different layout to it. Same thing as before. This is the lowest resolution. This is the medium resolution. This is the medium plus resolution. And this is the super resolution. You can see just how small the movement of my hand is, even though I'm able to move the mouse very rapidly. Very rapidly indeed. See that again. So this is the lowest resolution. This is slightly higher resolution. This is the second highest DPI, And this will be 12,000 DPI, so you can see just how quickly it moves around on screen given how small the movement of my hand is. Bunkerman77 throws down the super chat for $5. Let's just jump back over to this for a second. Bunkerman77 says, Pete, look up the SteelSeries Rival 310 claw grip users for the win. Also, how are you and Steph doing? We're very well, thank you. $5, that puts us up to $37.50. Thank you very much, my friend. For those of you just tuning in, we are on the march towards another 4K camera. That's why we've got the new goal. Oh, it didn't switch over. Oh, it's still not switching over. What the? I've just marked this up to $37.50. We're on the march towards 200 for another camera. In fact, to replace this one. This is just 1080p, so looking forward to doing that. But yeah, let's just do a quick check on that other mouse in just a second here. Where was I? Scroll up, scroll down. That second highest setting is probably the one for me. Just gonna do LEDs real quickly, and I'm gonna set this one to full red. Full red, yeah, all the way red. Apply. You see, every time you press that red one, there you go. Now it switched over. Let's just switch over to the action cam. I don't know why it continues to not switch over when I do that, but you do action cam and you can see the red in there. And the red on the heel here as well. Okay. This is how you're supposed to use this mouse. Okay. We're moving on to the last one here. Which is the Master Mouse Pro L. Oh, hold on. Master Mouse Pro L. This is the only one that you can't really check in the box. But also, of the three, this is the only one that's ambidextrous, even though I'm going to say that again while I'm not cutting it open. Well, can we see the mice with the lights off on RGB? Yes, Bunkerman, I can do that. Let me just first throw this on here. I will do that at the end. If you remind me, I will, I promise. I will. Okay, unlike the other two mice, this one actually comes with a box of stuff. Oh, yeah! It's got another shell in it. Don't know what this other shell is for, or if it's just a replacement shell. And it's got replacement side panels. Oh, yeah. That's... Okay. Lots of differences with this mouse compared to the other two mice. Okay, this one starts with, it's got a braided cable. And the braided cable, yeah, it's just as long as the other two. It's very long. Okay, this one This one has a very nice... Actually, they all have the same scrolly, it seems like. This one, too, has the back and forward button. This one, though, doesn't have the DPI button in the quick range the way the others do. It's not up here. Instead, it's on the back with this DPI setting underneath here. Let me switch over to the action cam to show you what I'm talking about. You see the DPI setting is under there. This one, as I said, is ambidextrous. So not only does it have these two clicky buttons here, but it also has two clicky buttons on the other side here and here. This one is very much... Oh, are these two different shapes? I really can't tell. I think that this one has a higher... It might be for claw gripping. Okay, so out of the box, the one that comes out of the box, let's talk about it for its merits. Okay, in terms of comfort, this is more like a mouse that I would use. This feels more like what I would use. I can go from this grip to this grip. It's no problem. The sides are smooth, but the ambidexterity is pretty nice. Yeah, well, I say that. It's pretty good. I still like the first one that I did, this one. The MM520 might be my favorite. Although, I'm torn. I like this. It feels really good, but so does this one. Okay, let's do the thing that we're supposed to do with this, which is get inside of here. So you see right down at the bottom of there is a Phillips screwdriver, and what you do is you unscrew that. There's the little screw. Then, so far as I understand it, you simply remove this back panel. Here we go. Now that I've done that, we can place these two side by side. They're very similar, you know, very similar. You can see this one at the back stands up a little bit higher. There's space under here, whereas this one, not so much. But the shape difference between them is really quite subtle. So this one bulbs up a little higher in the middle. This one's a little bit flatter at the back. Let's just take a look here. Although, quite honestly, yeah, okay, there's a difference for sure. There's a difference for sure. This one, I haven't snapped it all the way down yet. This one makes it a much more like, it looks and feels a little more compact. It's not all the way down yet. There we go. Oscar Hernandez is in the house. What's going on, Oscar? Okay, I'm just going to push this back out here. Okay, but not only do these top pieces come off, but so too do the side panels. Although, again, I genuinely couldn't really tell you the difference. Maybe the type of plastic that they're made out of? The difference between them is so very subtle. Oh, these are magneted on. That's neat. Yeah, they're a little bit smoother. But also, now you can see inside of these. You can see exactly what the Omron... you could if it focused. You can see what all those switches and bits look like in there. Obviously, this doesn't move. You need to actuate the switch, which is deep inside of there. So this is with everything changed from how it arrived stock. But I suppose it gives you the opportunity to feel it out. So this one, this plastic might be different along the sides here. Because... yeah, it is. This one, this is a PBT side, so it's a little bit rougher versus this one, which is ABS. I think that's what the difference is, because it's a much smoother plastic. I think that's what the difference is. It doesn't actually say. All right. Anyways, let's plug this in and see what it's like. Switch over to the tester view. Now I'm going to click on the master L. And again, download. Just going to take a quick look at the It doesn't really say what the different pieces are, though, does it? It just says claw grip versus palm grip. But again, the differences between the two are minimal. Huh. Huh. So very much the same bit of software. Done. Mange HD, of course you can send the link. Set it up. Oh, you can see with this one that the current firmware version is out of date, so I am going to update. You can see I'm updating it now. Okay. LED. It won't let me control the LED. Indicator static. Let's put this to fully blue. Apply. There you go. You can see now the blueness is happening. Let's just switch over to this. Action cam. You can see there's blue happening down in there. You can also see the blue right along that thin little tail here. There's also some blue on the detail along the side there and on this side, the other side. Of course, you can change these to breathing as well, or many of the other selections. So, one of the guys asked on the live stream what it looks like when you turn the LEDs off. Here, I'm just doing it for the black setting here. Just wanted to show what the LEDs off looks like, or set to black. There's no light at all coming through. It's completely off as far as I can tell. Off indeed. Alright, let's just switch over to the tester mode here, and let's just play with the different pixel or speeds. So there you go. That's setting 1. That's after I've pressed it once. You can see much faster moving. Press it again. Now we're at lightning speed. Very small movements. Look at my hand in the top screen here. Very small movements resulting in very big movements on screen. And finally, last. This is the lowest setting, and it's actually pretty speedy too. But I know that you can change all of those things. Wait a sec. This is profile 3. What happens? No, that's much faster. All right. There's the lowest mode. There. That's as slow as it goes. You can see how much my hand is moving for the result on the screen there. So it looks like there's 5 profiles available on this by default, as opposed to 4 on the other 2 CoolerMasters. Alright, well, I'm going to switch this back over to its default and just see if I can feel any differences. Yeah, straight up, this is the configuration that I would prefer on this, which is the full PBT version, and with the palm grip on it. Okay, well that is these first 3 mice. Just before we carry on here, I'm just going to put this back in. I really don't know why they put a screw in it, especially. That the other two are magnet. Why do you need a screwdriver? Why not just make the whole damn thing magnetic? Is my question. Okay, guys, so there you have all 3 mice lined up, plus the extra shell, which I'll just remove from the desk for clarity. All right, there we have all 3 of them. The MM530, the MM520, and the CoolerMaster L. There we have the MM530, the MM520, and the Master Mouse L. I think, personally, given my grip style, I would probably go with either the MM530 or the Master Mouse L. But of course, personal opinions will vary. They're all very nice mice, all with PBT tops, all with full customizable software, programmability. I like them all, if I'm honest. If you're going to spend $50 on a mouse, you might as well choose one of these 3. That's what I'm saying. Do I think that the CoolerMaster name is lived up to? Do I think that the CoolerMaster name is lived up to with these 3 mice? Yeah. Cool. So that's been my review. Thanks very much for tuning in today, guys. Don't forget to check in the About section for relevant links to this and everything else you've seen on screen. If you're in the live stream, stick around. There's lots more to come. But if you're not in the live stream, don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press subscribe. Wait, if you're in the live stream, you can do that too. Press like, press subscribe, and we'll see you guys back again soon. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section below. Or if you want to support this channel, you can do Or if you want to support this channel, you can do so through Patreon or by buying me a cup of coffee. Both are available in the About section below. Thanks again for tuning in today, guys. We'll see you guys back very soon. Or, if you're in the live stream, stick around. All right. Outside, it's turn tonight, so I'll be back in 1 second. But lots more to talk about. If you've been hanging around for the last little bit and haven't already done it, this is this week's giveaway. It's not this week, though. It's this 2 weeks, because there's still 2 weeks left in it. The Master Keys S. There's also daily interactions you can do. Because it's turn tonight, I'm just going to close the window. Okay, and you guys give me 1 second. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Nature called, and I needed to respond. But I'm back. Talking about the Master Keys S, which is available if you enter the About section below. You can totally do that. Go into the About section below. Go check out this week's giveaway. These 3 mice. Let's just get back to that for one quick second. These 3 mice are pretty cool. To be honest, I would be, if I was just like randomly buying a mouse, I would be happy with any of these 3 mice. Sorry, but this is cool. This is even cooler. I think the Master Mouse L, I think, is my favorite just because it comes with replaceable tops. And they all, you know, you basically get a little extra value, and you get one that converts grips, and it's ambidextrous in case you ever come across a left. No, you never come across a lefty, do you? That would be weird. Alright, well, I'm going to unplug these 3. Now I've installed these 3 pieces of software on my computer. Why not, right? You know, and again, this one is the only one with a braided cable. These other 2 don't have the braided cables. So again, also the logo is a little more subtle on this one than it is on these ones, which seems to have a slightly different type of plastic for it. You see what I'm saying? Like that logo versus these 3 bum logos. This bum logo versus that bum logo. This bum logo. See, it's a little smaller, a little more subtle, a little nicer. I think that's the one. I think that's the one, boys. In case you were wondering what I think. But 3 great mice, really. Like I say, I genuinely would be happy with any of the 3 of them. If you're like, no, I'm a hardcore claw guy. Well, you know, no problem. You're not going to at all be disappointed. All right, what's next? This puppy is next. You know what, though? I'm going to go get my Pete Camera 1 has a be right back screen. Not anymore. What is the... Is the delay that long between one and the other? Oh. I don't know. Maybe it is. Okay, give me 1 second because I'm going to go get my Ski with Pete hat. Ski with Pete hat. All right, I like to use my Ski with Pete hat for my headphone reviews because I have the curly hair, and the curly hair always gets like ridges in it. And I'm going to be honest with you, because I got curly hair, headphone bands, they usually hurt. I know, it's the weirdest thing you'll hear all day, but if you have an afro like me, you're like, oh yeah, I totally know what he's on about. Anyways, let's just, actually, I'll save that for the thing once we're going. Hi everybody, I'm Ski with Pete. Today we're taking a look at the Master Pulse MH320 2-channel stereo with ultra soft leather and self-adjusting headband. Not much on the box. Let's get inside. Look, this is a headphone set with the microphone so that you can microphone your friends and game and stuff. That's what this is for. This is a gaming headset. Let's do this. On the bottom of the box it says compatible with Windows 10. It also says with Windows 7 8.1. But it's not like USB or anything, I don't think. I think it's just a... Don't forget, for those of you in the live stream, camera 2 is active. You can take a look at the side view of this as we go here. Now, I understand that one thing that's different from this to the... Because mine is a pre-release version. This has only just come out a couple days ago. One of the differences between mine and the new ones is the bushing that exists along the edges. I don't know what that quite means yet, but let's get inside. This is a big old set of headphones, this. Alright, now. What I don't see here is a left and right. Huh. There really is no left and right. Come on, it's got to be written somewhere. There it is. There. It's always impossible to find right up until the moment you find it. You can see here on Action Cam that the right is actually written right there. You see that? So this is the right side. So this... In this example, the headphone comes down the... Sorry. So in this example, the microphone comes down the left side. All right. You guys ready for this? Switching over to selfie mode. There, you can see now inside the headphones. Now, the first thing to say is I have huge ears. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed before, but like, that's a big ear. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a big, tall ear, but these fit beautifully over them. It's not touching at all. It's actually, that's probably the most comfortable headphone I've worn yet. And that's saying something, right? I mean, okay, besides the fit, there's also this little controller here. This here is the mic cut switch right there. And this is the volume rocker up and down. Now, what's interesting here, as you'll note, is that there are two different headphone jacks. One for the headphones, one for the microphone. There's no joiner, or at least I didn't notice one in the box, to put them both together so that you get a 4 connector. Give me 1 second. Did I just miss that in the box? No, it genuinely is not included. And I have a... Alright guys, I gotta go crawling because I don't actually have, on the front of my computer, it's only a dual. I don't think I have one of those things that puts in for both and spits out just one. Don't. Okay, hold on 1 sec. I'm going to go crawling under my desk here. Yeah, I just heard it turn on. That's good. I think that says mic. And I'm back. Oh man, that was tough. All right, so that's that microphone. But what would happen? What would happen indeed if I enabled another microphone? Let's go with the big one. What would happen if I enable a second mic? Audio. Tick, tick, tick. No, that is not it. Tick, tick, tick. No, also not it. Tick, tick, tick. No. Tick, tick, tick. Nope. I'm trying. Let's see if this does it. Tick, tick, tick. Yes, it does. All right. All right. So now that I've muted my typical microphone. Now you can hear me instead of through the AT2020. You can hear me through this microphone. Now, for those of you in the live stream, this could be out of sync now, but you should be hearing the quality of the audio. So let's just say that again. All right, right now you're listening to me through this headphone set. I think so, anyways, unless my microphone is cut. I can cut the microphone like. So that's the microphone setting inside of it. You're now listening to me through this microphone here. Okay, great. You're now listening to me through this microphone here instead of through my AT2020 production quality. Now, my hope is that my $350 microphone setup, which goes to a Focusrite and is an AT2020 and uses XLR cables, hopefully it sounds a little bit better than this. But how does it sound? I'll let you guys tell me. Please leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know if it's working okay. So the comment on the live stream is that it's really low, so let's see if I can turn up the gain a little bit. I'll just turn up the gain by 5. How's that for gain now? Is it better? Let's turn up the gain to 10. Now the gain is at 10. Does it sound better or worse? So I'm just playing around with the gain because, again, I can't tell how high or how low the microphone is currently set, but just thought I would play with that a little bit. Okay, and one last thing to do is I'm going to jump over to the Okay, I'm just listening to the quality of the audio here. So for that, I'm listening to. Okay, I'm going to crank the volume up here. So I'm cranking it up on the. Well, JB, great news. You sound great. All right, let's see here. What if I listen to some rock music? Like, what should I listen to? Uh, Despacito, which I understand is the #1 viewed video of all time. 3.3 billion hits. It looks like he's made an estimated $5 million in earnings from this song. It's pretty good. The waves are coming through really clearly. The headphones themselves are pretty good here. I can hear this song pretty clearly. I don't know how much I want to hear this song. What? I don't know what he's saying. God, this song sucks. Okay. No, it's so bad. Okay, I'm gonna switch back out of this. From No, the headphones don't make it any better. I was hopeful, you know. Um, let's hope that Gangnam Style has a real comeback. Okay. So this has been the Corsair. This has been the Corsair. No, it hasn't. What the hell? It's because you guys are writing about the Corsair. I'm like, what? So this has been the CoolerMaster. Oh, maybe I could move the mic a little closer to mine. Does that make it better? What about down on the throat? What about a throat mic? Does that make it better? Does that make it better or worse? Can you hear my beard? Does that move around? Is that better for you? Trust me, it's probably better than Despacito. Okay, well, that has been the CoolerMaster MH320 headset. I know that these had already sold out, but there's a reason. It's actually super comfy. It's super comfy on my ears. And what it's currently lacking on my microphone is probably because of my poor microphone setup for this. But, you know, if I had a better sound card, you'd probably be hearing it even better. I have a feeling if they've done this well with the size of the ear pockets and the fit on my head, that really these are a quality set of headphones. So thank you very much to CoolerMaster for sending these through. Actually, I'll do my outro with this on the desk. So thank you to CoolerMaster for sending the Master Pulse MH320 through. They're super comfortable. I mean, I can imagine a prolonged gaming session. I could enjoy this for sure. Thanks again for tuning in today, guys. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press subscribe. If you haven't already, go check in the About section for links to this and everything else you can find on my desk. Also, if you'd like to support this channel, you can do so through Patreon or by buying me a cup of coffee in the About section. Please let me know what you guys think about this microphone in the About section. Actually, let me know in the comment section. Don't let me know in the About section. That would be weird. Flip this mic out of the way. Well, I'm doing this live on a live stream, and if I'm learning anything from what these guys are saying, this mic is not the best mic that they've ever heard. But I leave it to you guys to let me know in the comment section below. It could just be the live streaming thing. I doubt it, but let me know. What do you guys actually think? I'm your host. I'm your host, Ski with Pete. That's my hat. It says Ski with Pete on it. Thanks very much for tuning in today, guys. I will catch you guys back again very soon. For those of you in the live stream, stick around. It's just about to get interesting. Up till now, it's been kind of lame. Let's make it interesting. All right, sweet. Okay, first thing I need to do is turn off the settings for audio. Yeah, that's gone now. All right. Well, if your comments are anything to go by, even though they're super comfortable on my head, you guys really hated that microphone, which sucks. All right. I know, but you got to understand that the current setup that I have with the Focusrite, you know, that with the Focusrite, I spent $350 on a mic. So you're comparing a $50 headset mic to, which isn't really fair. Which totally isn't fair, and I get that. Okay, last up, but probably the most exciting of the day, is this, the G750M. Have you found a good cheap option for lube? For lube, I recommend, you're talking about keyboard lube, I recommend this stuff right here. GPL 205 from Crytox. Oh, I thought I was on Action Cam, but I'm not. GPL 205 from Crytox. This is the stuff right here. All right, guys. Last thing up on the stream today. I mean, guys, this mic is like, I spent the real money on it, you know? I spend the real money. Okay, let's do this. No wonder it sounds amazing. No wonder the graphics on this thing are amazing. No wonder that it's in full 4K. 4K. Love the 4K. All right. Bong Tengamaru says, every keyboard is cool and cute, but today your hat is cute too. You know what I'm saying. Well, you don't even know. Alexa, turn off the studio.
Okay.
I don't know if you can tell. You probably can't because there's a light behind me, but my hat glows in the dark. My hat actually glows in the dark, yo. But there's loads of lights around. And like this screen beside me, it's like... Alexa, turn on the studio.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Let's do the review on the G750M. Y'all ready for this? Let's kick it. I'm going to open this up, then I'm going to put it inside of a computer live. This is all going to happen right here, right now, live for you guys. So let's do this. Hi, everybody. I'm Ski with Pete. Today we're looking at the CoolerMaster G750M. This is a modular cable design power supply, or PSU unit from CoolerMaster. The guys at CoolerMaster were nice enough to send this through. I asked them a question. I said, your keyboards are awesome. What's the rest of your stuff like? So they sent me this, the G750M modular cable design. I can't wait to put it inside my computer. And even though I'm live streaming this right now, I mean, maybe if you're watching it, you're not watching the live stream, but if you are watching the live stream, then, but if you're on the live stream, I'm going to put this inside of a computer right now. If you're not on the live stream, I'm keeping my computer alive and I'm putting this inside of a different computer, but that doesn't matter. All right, let's just get inside of this puppy. Oh, yeah. So this instruction manual covers several of them, but let's just quickly cover before we get in too far. The G750 is the 750 model. It's a bronze plus, DC to DC, ERP, I don't know what 2013 is. Single 12 volt, 5-year warranty. This thing is exactly what you want. Oh, look at this. Don't forget these in the box. Those are the screws. You're going to need that to put it in. Look at this beauty. She's a real beaut here. Okay, first things first. Let's take off this little piece of plastic. Yeah. All right. Do a quick walk around. Okay, so the main cables come out of here. These are all the required cables, but the modular bit has to do with the hard drives and SATA ports that go there. So those are modular, so you don't have any extra stuff you don't need hanging out. Let's just take a look on the action cam here. It's the G750M. There's the back. It's got a power on off, and of course the plug in there. It's black, which is awesome and beautiful. And of course it supports the upside down mount, just in case you're one of those who upside downs it. You can also do it that way around. Okay, and just looking at the top, actually this is the right way up mount, I think. Actually, you can see it's a 750 watt. Again, as we said on the outside of the box, 80 bronze plus, or 80 plus bronze. This is 100 to 240 and DC output of 3.3 volts and 22 amps, 5 volts and 22 amps, 12 volts and 62 amps, 12 volts and 3 amps, and 5 volts, 2.5 amps. Lots of goodness. The cables, as you can see, are all sheathed. These are like a Tech Flex, and that sheathing is what will route to the main board of the computer. Alright guys, here we go. Alright, with that out of the way, here are the modular cables. We'll get to those in a minute. We'll need those for later. Let's just move this all out of the way, because now I gotta grab the computer and get it up here. Hey, for those of you who've just joined, don't forget to check out the Master Keys S giveaway from CoolerMaster. The Master Keys S with PBT Cherry MX greens is a giveaway in the gleam.io section. Oh, wait a second, the about section below with the gleam.io link. Go check that out. For those of you who've seen this before, this is my HP i5. I got the HP because it was cheap and on sale. Let's get rid of some of this. Ooh, gross. Let's get rid of some of this dust off of here. It was cheap and on sale, but I got an i5 for under $300, so it's hard to fault me for that. Okay, first thing we want to do is make sure that we're grounded. And I'm lucky to have a stainless steel desk, so I'm going to ground myself both against the desk and against the case. Okay, now that I'm happy that I'm grounded, what I'm going to do is get inside of here and start to unplug all the things that this cable, this PSU is hooked up to. So as you can see, all the stuff is coming out of here. This one is completely unsheathed. But what we can do is just go around and find everywhere that it connects and start to pull it out. Now, you never want to yank on these things because typically if you're having any trouble pulling them out, it's because they have little locks on them. You just want to find those locks with your finger, squeeze them, or do what you need to do in order to get them to come out just right. See, this one had a lock here. I just pushed on that, and then it popped right out. Just going to make sure the SATA stays connected. And one last cable to connect here is the one to the main CPU board. That's for the ATX CPU. Oh, there's one more here, which is there. And that is a SATA style. Okay, next up, I'm going to remove the screws on the back here. No, I'm going to need that. Flathead again. Alright, one last thing to do is just remove this, which was holding some stuff up against the board. Okay, and I don't know if you can quite tell that, but down here there's a little switch, I don't know if you can see that, but that is something that is holding this PSU in place. You just need to make sure that that is depressed while you try to remove this. There you go, now that I have. It slides right out, and that's it. That's all it takes to remove your PSU. Now, so you know, when a standard off-the-shelf computer like this comes, just want to see if it tells you. Max power output 180 watts. 180 watts. We're swapping it for 750 watts. So we're taking a real step up in power. I believe that the fan goes in towards the case, but I'm just going to double check that before I push that in too far. Doesn't matter which way I go, the G750 is going to be upside down, so I think I'm going to go this way. That's my plan anyways. And I clip that in place. Now I'm ready to screw those 4 screws in. Now the top of this doesn't have vents for getting air, so I might as well stick to pointing it inwards. That's not a great screwdriver for this application. So, what if I change screwdrivers here? That's the one. Okay, pretty straightforward and simple here. Take this cable, you see it's got the same locking mechanism. The same locking mechanism goes on the outside in the same direction as it did before. All I'm going to do is just verify, yeah, that those holes line up with the same holes as before. And I'm just going to get that all lined up. It's a little difficult and out of the way for you guys at home to see, but that lines up and goes and should clip in any second now. There's the faintest click. When is the next keyboard build stream? Probably tomorrow, Steffi. Probably tomorrow indeed. Okay, now that that's in place, we have a PCIe, couple of ports, PCIe. Looking for the CPU. CPU, there it is, right there. This supports 2 CPUs, but of course this board only has the one. So that goes that way, like that. Correct. It's clipped into place. And these two are for PCIe's, but I don't have anything that requires PCIe, so I'm just gonna stuff this into the top part of the case here. Okay, now I'm going to grab some of these modular cables. That one in a minute. This is for my hard drive Z. And I think that's the only one I need right now. Could use this one as well for the SATAs, but I might be able to get away with just one of them. Okay. Okay, first things first here. I'm going to plug this into here, like this. Next, because of the reach of the cable, I can plug this one. Just want to make sure I've got it the right way around. Yeah, I do. I can plug this into here. Alright, and then as you can see, this cable can reach over to here to plug in this hard drive. Just like that. All right, well that's it, all plugged in and ready to go. In terms of cable management, I've done a terrible job, but we'll save that complaint for another time. As far as this goes, I just need to make sure that these cables are enough out of the way as not to interfere with any of my fans, and that they are still correctly plugged in. I should be good to go there. Okay, next up, let's grab an HDMI cable and a plug. Huh. I grabbed a super short HDMI cable. Too short, in fact. Let's not pull that out. Let's go grab a longer HDMI cable instead. I grabbed another short one. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh, God. Okay, I've gone from the shortest, a couple of the shortest, to the very longest HDMI cable that anyone anywhere owns. It's this 25 footer, so let's do this. Alright, I'm just going to pop the HDMI cable in here. And I'm going to run it along the ground. Did you do the mice already? Yes, JB1830, I did do the mice already, I'm afraid. Okay, next up I need the power supply cable. The power supply cable came with the unit itself, so... She's plugged in. Next up is to switch the power on. And I'm going to switch over to this view, which is the boot screen. Let's add power to it. And now let's press the on button. Of all the people in the world, I had a keyboard error. Well, look, the good news is it's booted. It will now, should head into Linux in just a few seconds. Well, I didn't do a before test, but guys, I can tell you this is running that much quieter than it was before. Benjamin Smith, there might be one of those keyboards in our near future at One Up Keyboards. See, now you can see it's booted into Windows beautifully. Everything is up and working. I'm just as impressed as ever. Now, the one thing this doesn't have is a connector to my CD-ROM. And for those of you who are too young to know, a CD-ROM is a shiny silver disc that your parents used to use. There's a CD-ROM drive right there, but not only have I never used it, I never intend to use it going forward, so it's absolutely no loss to me. So that's been the G750M from CoolerMaster. So to answer the question, CoolerMaster, your keyboards are great. How's the rest of your stuff? The answer is excellent. It's up to par. From the mice that I tested, to the headset that I tested, to this PSU, the G750M is a beauty. There's some cable management stuff I should do to tidy up, but I just want to say for those of you who are interested in getting a new PSU or power supply unit for your computer, I highly recommend the CoolerMaster G750M. It's nice, it's clean, it's pretty, it's got a good fan. And of course, it has a heck of a lot more power than some other things out on the market today. It's also modular, which is nice, at least for the SATA and HDD connections. Thanks again for tuning in this week, guys. Don't forget to press like, don't forget to press subscribe, and we'll see you guys again back very soon indeed. If you have any comments, post them in the comment section below. If you have any questions, check the About section to links to this and everything else you've seen on my desk today. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so through Patreon or by buying me a cup of coffee. For those of you in the live stream who'd like to support this channel, we're on the march towards another 4K camera. We're currently at 3950, and if you'd like to support us, you can do so now with Super Chat. I promise to read out all of the Super Chats in today's show. Let me just check here. Haven't missed anybody. We've got, let's just take a look here. We currently have 3 Super Chats. There was a $5 from Bunkerman, $2 from Bunkerman, and Steffi with 20 Swedish kroner. So thanks again for checking this out, guys. For those of you in the live stream, there's a couple more things that I can do here. Mange HD says Lubuntu. Yeah, man, Lubuntu. What are you talking about? Lubuntu's where it's at, man. Lubuntu is totally where it's at. Just because I got an i5 that is completely ripping with 16 gigs of RAM doesn't mean that I want to do anything more than beautiful and sleek like the Lubuntu. Lubuntu. Rocket. You know what I'm saying. Rocket, man. Okay, there's 2 other things that I promised I would do for other sponsors, and if you guys want to chill out for a little bit longer, you totally can. 2 other things that I promised I would do that have nothing to do with this week's live stream, which is all about CoolerMaster, but I got some other little bits and pieces I thought I would throw together. And the first is this solid state drive from Zeus Drivo. I said I would throw that together. Oh, sorry, I'm not on my overhead view. This is the Zeus Drivo SSD drive. So what I'm going to do, just before I do anything else, I'm going to go back to that 1080p view, and I'm just going to switch this computer off. Hardcore. she's not shutting down really easily, is she? Come on, Lubuntu, you can do it. You can do it, Lubuntu. We know you can. We know you've got it in you. It's not shutting down. It's down. Switching off. I'm going to switch to overhead here. Switching off the main power. I don't need to put that up there yet. Switching off the main power. Off. Removing the plug. I'm out. Now I just want to do some static checks. I'm also going to plug the HDMI cable. Again, I'm going to do more static checks. Okay, cool. Hi guys, I'm skiwithpete, and today we're taking a look at the Drivo Zeus H. What? Alright, you ready for this? Hi everybody, I'm skiwithpete. Today we're looking at the Drivo Zeus SSD. This is the little SSD here. I'm already inside of my computer, but all that I've done is just remove the one panel. No. You know what? I'm going to put it back on. It's so ugly. Hi guys, I'm skiwithpete, and today we're looking at the Drivo Zeus SSD. This is my HP laptop. God, I can do this. Hi guys, I'm skiwithpete, and today we're taking a look at the Zeus from Drivo. It's an SSD drive, and I'm going to put it inside of this computer. This is my... Whoops. This is my HP 550-150. It's an i5 that I've got. 6th generation i5 6400, 8 gigabyte DDR3. Now it's got more than that now, but I wanted to put in an SSD drive, so just remove the screw and get inside. Don't forget to check out my CoolerMaster G750M video. That should be in the top corner right now. So I'm going to add this SSD to my Windows machine, and just thought I would do that, just to improve my boot times, my load times, all that stuff. Bold with Pete. All right, let's just get inside the Zeus Drivo SSD drive here. Inside of the box is another box. Just before we put it away, just so you know, it says durable, shockproof, quiet, ultra-fast, low temperature, and low power consumption. This is a 2.5-inch solid-state drive, and we're looking at the 256 gigabyte model. Inside of here is the drive itself and nothing else. In fact, so nothing else that I know that we're probably not going to be able to put this together today because I don't have a SATA cable that I can use. Does this SATA cable have another ending at the other end? It doesn't. Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Well, so ends that project. The Zeus Drivo has a write speed of 500 megabytes per second. Is it megabits or megabytes? I don't actually know the answer. It's got a 3-year warranty. Uses 5 volts power. But what it doesn't have is screws or a cable. The Drivo Zeus. No cable. Has to wait for another day. Well, that was fun. Why would you send it to me without screws or a cable? No idea. No idea. I have one more thing I wanted to play with. I'm actually going to put this in too. While I'm here, forget it. Let's do this. You know what though? First I'm going to take out the old one. Yeah, first I'll take out the old one. So this is a USB 3.1 card, and it works great in Windows, but it doesn't work at all in Linux. So when I got an opportunity to get a new one, I said yes. Whoops, it's because there's got this. There you go. Overexposed. Why is my face so badly overexposed? Why am I so overexposed all of a sudden? Did I hit this light or something? Literally no SSD needs to include screws or cables. That comes with your motherboard. Well, not in this case. Hi everybody, I'm skiwithpete. Today we're taking a look at the IMHO Super Speed 3.1 PCI Express card. Really simple. I've got my HP i5 here. Just take off the lid. Let's get inside. So inside the box here comes a CD-ROM, which includes the drivers and just the cable itself. Just the card itself. And this card is pretty cool. Take a look. This does USB 3.1 and USB Type-C. So as we move into the future and more things are USB Type-C, this little card is going to support it. This card was sent to me by the kind people at IMHO. Thank you very much to the people at IMHO for sending this through. All right. First thing I want to do is make sure I'm grounded. I'm grounded both to the case and to my desk, which is stainless steel. All I'm going to do here, really nice and simple, is just line this up It won't fit in. It's off by like a mil, which I can't really understand. Oh, there we go. Got it. Just needed to push against those springs. Alright, drops into place. Now all I gotta do is put my unit back together. And I'm just going to push the power cable right in there. It's one of the SATA power cables. Make sure that lines up. All nice and crispy. There we go. Clicked in. And we're in business. All right, well, that's it. Next up, I can put this back on. Yeah, pump that Discord. I was like, why isn't this working right? That's because it's not on properly. There we go. Now it should work just fine. There we go. This is actually the wrong screw. Green bits. That G750M seems good. Indeed. It's pretty. This is the correct screw. It's much longer than that other one. For those of you just joining, don't forget to join this week's giveaway, which is this Master Keys S from CoolerMaster. Go into the About section below. Go find the gleam.io link. There you'll find information for this. All right, next up, it gets a little bit more difficult because now I gotta plug a keyboard into it. I gotta install the drivers. But I happen to have a bunch of mics right here. And keyboard. Keyboard. Huh. The thing with the keyboard isn't that I need a keyboard so much as the thing I actually need, which is a USB cable. That guy says hi. Hi, that guy. Okay, just one last thing to do, which is plug in the power. And let's go take a look here. Steffi says he's off to bed. See you, buddy. Is the giveaway worldwide? The giveaway is to US only, unless you're willing to pay for shipping. If you think that this computer is booting really slowly, yes, that's why. That's why I wanted to install that SSD on this bad boy. Look at how long she takes to boot. Well, I'm going to get a SATA cable delivered ASAP. Hunter Ashforth, what's going on? So I have a second computer, which is an i7, which is under the desk. This is the i5, which is my old streaming machine, but that Steph took over. I think my screen's going to rotate, though, as soon as I get in there. I don't know. Hey, Pete, what are your opinions on the MX Speed Silver Switch? Never used one. This might take several minutes. Perfect. Well, this part of the video will be heavily edited, I can assure you of that. Creators update, don't care. What I need here is actually... God, it's so slow. I don't know what I'm looking for here, which is kind of painful. Okay, I'm off to the Arico website. I have so much cool Arico stuff. They're awesome. Type C expansion card. Doesn't seem like there's a... What does this call itself? On the box, which I just had in my hand, but I've lost. Arico Super Speed Plus. Do you guys see what I'm looking for here? No way. No way. Computer peripheral. USB expansion card. Yeah. USB 3 PCI. That's the one, isn't it? Two-port PCIe. PA31AC. PA31AC. That's the one. Where's the download? Computer peripheral USB. Oh my god. Download and support. Driver download. Technical support. Search. PA31. Download. Yeah. Took a while, but I got... Oh my god, it's a RAR file. What is going on today? Who makes you download a RAR? Oh my god. No, there's no... Twice in one day. Twice. What was it called again? Orico driver. Another RAR file. What on earth? No, I'm just gonna open you up. Already Belazabas in the house. What's going on, Dale? See you later, Benjamin Smith. Well, I'm busy doing with it. Don't mind if I do. I'm just gonna go on Amazon here. What on earth is it doing? Oh my god, you're watching a video of someone else install something so slowly. What do you think it's doing right now? What do you... I'm serious. What do you think that it's doing right now? No, but I'm serious. What do you think that it's doing right now? In fact, I'm going to do this thing where I hover. This is what I do. I hover the mouse over where it is so that I can tell if anything happens in the next few minutes. Okay, what do we think it's doing? Okay, what do we think it's doing right now? What do you think it's doing now? Oh my god. I'm not even looking at it. What do you think it's doing now? Oh my god, it hasn't moved. Whoa. For those of you who are wondering, don't forget, check out this week's giveaway. It's actually not this week's. It's more like this next couple of weeks. This is it. The Master Keys S PBT keycaps MX Green. Go into the About section below. Go find the gleam.io link. Yes, it's finished. Oh my god. It was this one. In case you didn't know, it was this one. The device is working properly. Downloading and installing drivers. It's still improving the drivers. Sweet as you like. All right, let's plug something into it, see if it still works. Let's just start with this mouse, because this mouse is moving around and stuff. We can see it. We know that it works. Let me just unplug it and plug it in to the USB 3. And it works. It works. The USB 3 card is now... Sweet. The USB 3 card, we now know it's working. It's fully working. Sweet. All right, well, thanks very much for tuning in today, guys. Don't forget that you can press like and subscribe. Thank you very much to... Let's try this again. I'm going to turn my hat around again. Well, thanks very much for tuning in today, guys. Thank you very much to Orico for sending through that USB 3 card with USB Type-C. If you're thinking about doing an upgrade to your computer and you want to do USB Type-3 and you want to do USB Type-C, I highly recommend that card. It's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet. The computer's a little bit slow, but USB 3 is one of the ways we're going to help speed it up. Tune in again next time when you see me do another upgrade on this computer in particular. If you haven't already watched it, check out when I put in that new power supply as I continue to upgrade this i5 that I bought budget. Thanks again for tuning in today, guys. Don't forget to check in the comment section below for any comments other people might have or that you might have. If you have any questions, don't forget to post those below. If you'd like to take a look at the card or anything else you've seen on today's show, don't forget to check in the About section below. If you want to support this channel, you can do so through Patreon, or you can buy me a cup of coffee also in the About section below. Thank you to you guys who were tuned in on the live stream. That was awesome. Appreciate hanging out with you guys while we did some stuff today. Thanks again for tuning in. So I'm going to end the live stream here, unless you guys have any more questions or comments. Just one thing before I go, I'm just going to shut this puppy down. Sweet. All right, well, I'm just going to dismantle stuff and hang out with you guys while I do it. Do you guys have any questions or want to talk about anything? Want to talk about keyboard stuff or whatever? Now's a cool time to hang out. Mange HD is here, so he's going to share a link with the can't think anymore. He's going to share a link for the Discord channel where the chat will continue after the show has ended. You guys can come hang out. We'll all hang out and just talk about stuff, whether that's keyboard related or not keyboard related. That's up to you guys. But I got quite a bit of cleaning up to do around here. Boy, I've made a big old splash today. All right. Yeah, next time I'd really like to do a full PC build on the live stream. That would be super fun. I'll talk to my people over at CoolerMaster. I'll see what they can help me sort out. Thank you again to CoolerMaster for all the cool stuff that was sent through for this week's episode, including the headphones and the mice, including this mouse that I'm playing with right now. No, wait a sec. Can you guys see me? You can't see me. There, I'm playing with this mouse and putting it away. But thank you again for hooking that up. All right, I remember this came out of the big one. The big one here. Just doing this off screen a little bit, but oh girl. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something totally on the DL. I was talking to CoolerMaster today. We are going to run another giveaway in the next 2 weeks. We're going to run another giveaway for some of the stuff that you saw on today's show. So that's pretty exciting. Looking forward to that happening. Back in this box here. Alright, and the MM250. It's not 250, it's 520. I went dyslexic then for a second. I think for numbers it's dystextic. So whatever. I'm not actually dyslexic. Well, I was just then, but it's not a long-term occurrence for me. At least it hasn't been up until now, but who knows? After waiting that long for that driver to install, things may have changed with me. right. You guys should see the mess that I've created here. Now I'm putting it all away, and then it's intense. Okay. Wait a sec. Which one is this one? This is the 530. JB, that sounds dope, man. If you want to do that around here, if you want to do that on a live stream, I'd definitely tune in for that. It's talking about building a Ryzen into an old Dolch case. Well, I want to give out one more special thanks, and that's to Stephanie, who puts up with me doing these crazy videos so damn often. Thank you, Stephanie. I want you to know how much I appreciate it, and how much the guys appreciate it, too. I know it's a pain in the butt. All I can say is, I know that it's a pain in the butt. Look at the size of this HDMI cable. That is for real. That is like a for real HDMI cable. It's like a goddamn fire hose. What did I do with those headphones? Oh, they're there. I thought these headphones were really cool, actually. I know you guys weren't sure about the microphone, but I thought the headphones were cool because they were so damn comfortable. I need to buy a power, a SATA cable for your computer. It didn't work. The SSD thing, but you so badly need it. God, it grinds. Can you recycle and throw that stuff out? All right, just one last shout out before we go here. One last little hurrah. One last little go here. Don't forget. One last little hurrah here. Don't forget the giveaway. Go into the About section below. Go to the gleam.io link and join this giveaway for the Master Keys S. You definitely want to be part of that. That's the giveaway. If you haven't already seen it, Mange HD is going to post one more time the link to the gleam.io. Come hang out with us in the gleam.io for the after show. We'll all hang out, talk about stuff, keyboards, computers, other cool stuff. We'll be there. What did I just do? Cool. Thanks again for hanging out, guys. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press subscribe. Don't forget to join this week's giveaway. And we will see you guys back again very soon. Very soon indeed. In fact, I'm hoping to do another stream at some point over this weekend. So we'll definitely hang out again then. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you to my super chatters. This week there was Steffi, Bunkerman77, twice over Bunkerman77. Thanks again. We're on the march towards $200 for the last of the 4K cameras that we need for the setup. Thanks again to everybody who tuned in. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to press subscribe. I know I've said it more than once, but we will catch you guys again later. Thank you to everybody who also used camera 2 this week. We'll see you guys again soon.